For years, the public has viewed artificial intelligence as a passive tool, a sophisticated chatbot that sits idle until a human provides a prompt. It is a digital engine that requires a person to turn the key. But today, this dynamic is rapidly shifting. Artificial intelligence is now acquiring physical agency, moving out from behind the screen and directly into the laboratory. In early 2026, GPT-5 was integrated with a robotic cloud laboratory. The system functioned autonomously, designing protocols and iterating through 36,000 experiments without human direction. Human involvement was limited to reagent preparation. This autonomous cycle cut protein synthesis costs by 40%. When machines begin to direct the logic of biological research, the focus of safety shifts. The primary concern is no longer what the model says, but how these autonomous loops will influence the future of biological systems. Beyond the laboratory, the economic reality of AI is often lost in the noise of high-level marketing. MIT economist Daron Acemoglu has analyzed the data to determine the actual impact of these technologies on the global economy. His research indicates that if AI is used solely to automate existing tasks, the resulting increase in total factor productivity will be less than 0.71% over the next decade. This limited application is more likely to increase the gap between capital and labor income, benefiting shareholders while wages for many workers remain stagnant. Broad prosperity requires AI systems that can independently execute entirely new tasks rather than simply accelerating existing clerical work. The path toward that economic growth leads to agentic AI, systems designed to act with limited human oversight. These agents plan steps, call APIs, and navigate enterprise workflows without a person approving every action. This introduces significant cybersecurity risks. Possessing broad permissions, they can be manipulated via prompt injection to perform unauthorized actions, such as exfiltrating data or triggering financial transfers. There is also the risk of multi-agent failures. When different agents interact, they may miscoordinate their objectives or converge on behaviors that neither their creators nor their users intended. The permissions required to make an agent productive also provide a pathway for high-impact security breaches. In response, international bodies are attempting to build a regulatory structure to manage these autonomous systems. Singapore's updated governance framework and the G7's Hiroshima AI process are early attempts to establish global standards for AI agency. These policies prioritize structural controls, such as mandatory human-in-the-loop checkpoints and hard limits on the tools an agent is allowed to access. Without these harmonized global protections, highly capable agents could act as invasive species within digital networks, operating beyond human control. If we successfully manage the security of the agentic era, we move toward a different kind of integration. Futurist Ray Kurzweil argues that the law of accelerating returns is leading us toward the singularity, a point where biological and artificial intelligence merge. Kurzweil projects a convergence of genetics and nanotechnology, with AI-driven systems migrating from remote data centers into the human circulatory system. He envisions a future of longevity escape velocity, where nanobots reverse cellular aging and eventually connect the human neocortex directly to cloud-based computing. By 2045, Kurzweil believes this merger will expand human intelligence a millionfold, moving us past our current biological constraints. There is a stark contrast between a future of digital immortality and the current, difficult task of regulating enterprise software. But the long-term potential for human-machine integration depends on the success of today's technical and regulatory guardrails. Navigating the transition to advanced intelligence requires us to secure the autonomous systems of 2026 through rigorous cybersecurity and clear macroeconomic policy. The possibility of a vastly expanded future rests on our ability to manage the immediate systemic risks of the present.